observation questions, really good observation questions, will not only help you as a researcher, but they'll also help you as a professional. Because you can scope out the situation and then you can hone in. And they allow for you to become reflexive as a person as well, so you can start to reflect on yourself in that situation. And in fact, some really good observation questions, and researchers often look at how they themselves are actually influencing the situation. So we've got our descriptive questions that have given us a deeper picture of what's going on, and then we are going to actually start to focus in. This is all the selective one means. We're going to start to focus in. I'm going to pick on alternative ed again, because this is an experience of one of our students, and I'll tell you what I suggested to her, which is very much this observation. Whenever a young person came to placement, he would come really calm, and then over a course of many days, she noticed that he would become quite violent during the day. So I suggested first to do a scoping observation of what's going on. Then do a bit of descriptive observation, particularly focusing on time, every 15 minutes, what's going on. And you can do these things really easily as professionals with little things like counters in your pockets. We get trained to do this at Teachers College. So you can have like little, and so you don't have to take too many notes, you can have like a green, I use traffic light counters, green, yellow and red. So red, this 15 minutes, there's definitely been something going on, and this young person's starting to rack up a bit more. I shift that to that pocket and just make a quick observation in my head what's going on. Green, this young person's really calm at this point. I can switch the counters around. By the end of the day, I've got a picture of where that young person's been at, how many reds, how many greens and stuff. So we've got to do the descriptive stuff, and then I said, right, now you need to focus in. You need to look at what's going on for this young person directly the whole time. Don't observe anything else, only if anything else interacts with that young person. So she did, and then she came back and said, you wouldn't believe it, well, you know what I've noticed, and this might sound so logical, but when you're a professional in the heat of the day, you often don't notice it, even though it seems quite logical. The only time this young person misbehaved, and believe it or not, misbehaviour is not common. When we get teachers to do this, they often find that the young person they see as a problem in their class has more green counters than red. It's because the only time the teacher sees that young person is when they're a problem. So when we force them to observe, they're forced to observe when the young person's good. Okay, so that's where the beauty of that is. So she was able to then come back and say the only time he's playing up are when the pigs are coming round, i.e. when the police are coming round. That actually, and so then I said, well, now you need to interview, see what's going on. So this is all research but used in a professional context. And it was because his parents were wanted. And so every time the police came to the centre that he was based at, he was getting all this anxiety built up in him because he thought if they recognised who he was, they would use him to get to his parents. A simple answer like that, which might sound quite logical, but in the heat of the moment, and you would experience it quite often, in the heat of the moment you actually are too busy trying to do that reflection on the moment than actually go, let's sit back, let's observe, let's really see what's going on. Actually, even teaching clients to do this, to sit back and observe, it's like one step away from mindfulness, really.
Yeah, it's going to say mindfulness, yeah.
Because it is, it is that, and some of the BYDs will know this now, this is the basics of the CBT, knowing what's going on beforehand. Okay, we won't bother about these. Okay, the next and the most used method of qualitative research is interviews. And there are 3 types: unstructured, semi-structured, structured. So, I'll let you turn the camera off.